Welcome back to Apex Auction Recons. As you can see, we're back at the Lebanon Auto Auction. We'll do a quick walk around, which is basically all we can do. I'm not a huge fan of Volkswagens, but there is a used dealership that brings some down that get traded in. This is a 2017 Golf. We'll take a look at something that I don't normally put time into, but with the darker color and the swirls that I've seen walking by, maybe it's a good fit for the channel. Let's take a look. 2017 Golf TSI, looks like a mini station wagon, but as you can see, besides being dirty, plenty of swirls that we would be able to test products on, and tools and pads. Wheels need cleaning. You can test all types of cool detailing products, and as you can see, they left a surprise for us to detail in the interior. Overall though, besides some very minor scratches, which I can show you how to remove them, the corners of the vehicles, I'll take a look at them. Not bad there, not bad there. Really no other huge issues, not really even too much PDR work to be done, which is a surprise, but yeah, 2017, it's in pretty good shape. Everything should work. Take a look at the interior. Arm bolsters, I look at those. Armrest, the bolsters for the seats, good shape. Armrest in the center. Steering wheel, all things in the interior that you can look for wear and tear. We're gonna look under the hood, so we might as well pull that a while. But let's hop in. Ooh, 196,000. That has been used and enjoyed many, many miles. Let's see what it does. Keys are in it. Again, what you can do is you can start these up. Look at the engine light. This came from New York, so it would have to be inspected down here in PA. But we want to look for any type of dash lights that light up like a Christmas tree, and test everything in the interior to make sure it works. Ooh, you hear that? That is not healthy. Let's hop out and see what that sounds like under the hood. Oh my. Yeah, that is not good. We'll play around the inside, see if it quiets up a little bit. Does have AM, FM, and satellite. Let's see if we can get some air conditioning going here. Max, AC. Let's get it pointed towards us right here. Oh yeah, that gets cold immediately. And reverse. Drive. Goes in gear, forward, reverse. Takes a little time to kick in. But that noise is not quieting down at all. So let's shut it down and walk away from this one. Boink. The next one we're going to take a look at is a Chevy Suburban. Whether you're picking one up to keep it or flip it, they're always worth money. We'll see what the mileage is. We'll take a closer look at this one. Darker color as well, so great for paint correction testing. 2012 Chevy Suburban, black, tops faded. Well, dirty obviously, but plenty of real estate for paint correction there, and it needs it bad. What else do we have here? We do have some bumps and bruises all the way around it. There's some more. I kind of like the challenge. Now this is beyond what I would do when it's starting to peel off here, and we do have a caved in plastic rear bumper. But I like to accept a challenge when it comes to the paint and body every once in a while. Very dirty. Wheels need to be cleaned. Here we have some surface rust, typical of how moisture gets up in there in a Chevy and a Ford. And what are you gonna do? Overall, not too bad. Let's see what the mileage is. Let's check inside. Some signs of good wear and tear in the interior where you would grab onto and rest your arm. Some cracking in the seats from sliding in and out. But everything else is pretty decent. The typical cracking of the dash right there where the sun works on these cheaper GM plastics. Now it is tinted, as you can see there's a visor up here. It is tinted all the way around, helps a little bit. That'll help keep the temperature down. You have the third row seating there. We have a TV screen. Everything's in blue lighting in the interior. Okay, key's already in it, so let's see. It's gonna be hard to see. I don't know if you can see that, but 88,000. We do have, well, let's start it up and see if that goes away. Good. That light went away immediately. And no lights on the dash. And it sounds rather healthy. Everything's coming to life here. Yeah, if you get a Suburban or a Tahoe under 100,000, it's going to go for some good money here. This was a trade-in at one of the local dealerships. It's got a little bit of gas in it to get it home. We'll let it run a little bit. So this is the, what is it, 5.7 or 5.3, 5.3 liter Vortec. Sounds good. Nothing really stands out. That is a red flag. Coolant level. It's quiet. I do like to get underneath as far as I can with these things. Make sure it's not soaked, dripping, leaks. I don't know. Can you guys see anything that I don't? It looks dry for the most part. Okay, we've had it running for a little while. It's charging. What do we got here? Temperature, oil pressure. I'm going to put this one on the list, friends. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's make sure we have, see if we can get some. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see if we have air conditioning, auto. Oh, immediately getting cold. Yeah, we'll put this one on the list. I always keep my eye on minivans in my area. Vans sell easily. Doesn't matter the year, mileage, or color, just because of the family unit in my area. But some things to look out for, since you can't take them out on the roadway. See how the outside of the tire is worn over here? Not over here. I mean, an alignment issue, something to take into consideration. Headlights need to be restored on this one as well. But since you can only go forward and backwards a little bit, we have one of the trim pieces down there missing. Something to take into consideration. This one could have been up front as well at some point, and they were just rotated from front to back on the other side. So this could have an alignment issue, just something I wanted to show you. This one has 123,000, so quite possible. 2013 Chevy Cruze, dark color, so yeah, plenty of paint correction needed. Headlights need to be restored. But what I wanted to show you here, it's a pretty good shape otherwise, but a rare bird out here, and that's stick shift. So 171,560. Let's see what we can do here. Fire this one up. A little bit of a noise when you first start it up, and when the oil gets to circulate, you know, lights down, the usual TPI. We have a, oh, that goes away. Change oil soon. See if we can cycle through. Air conditioner's already on and is getting cold immediately. Everything works so far. Let's see if we can, let's close the door here, put it in gear, see where the clutch catches. And you got about 2 or 3 inches before the clutch catches. We want to make sure it doesn't slip or it doesn't grab right away where it would need an adjustment. Not bad. Some issues on the hood here, so we could put our PDR to practice. Otherwise, I see a little ding back there on the door. Otherwise, it's pretty straight. Paint in decent shape, except for right here where the clear coat is failing. Guys, that happens a lot when either one of two things. The ratio of reducer, improper prep when it comes to after the color coat, or just some trashy water-based clear coat that doesn't last. But no big deal. You just sand it down, smooth it, respray it. Let's move on. 03 Ford Ranger. Anybody remember the Rangers? This one's an XLT. It is inspected till next year. The usual surface rust. Bed's in better shape than a lot of them that are 20 years older or older, but this one's stick. Let's just hop in here and crank her over. It doesn't sound too bad right off the bat. I do not see a check engine light, but we do have, oh, let's turn that down. How do we get this off? Here we go. Sorry about that. 175K. Not too bad a shape. Stick shift. 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive. Let's get air conditioning immediately. Aftermarket head unit. I don't need a pickup right now, but I will still put it on the list. Keep an eye on it. Let's move on. Yet another minivan, but as you can see, this one has some problems. I don't know if we can get, that is worn down just about to the primer. Hasn't been inspected quite some time, although it would make a great test subject. I think I'll keep walking. Let me take a quick look inside. Not too bad. So that explains a lot. 201,000. Let's see if we can get it started. Oof. A little bit of a rattle. Went away when the fluids started to circulate. What's not going away? Check engine light. Moving on once again. They also have commercial. We have 2 that looks like they could have come from the state, PennDOT, or local municipality. So plenty to choose from, depending on what you're looking at. So here's something a little bit newer, 2023 Honda CVR. Now this one here, only 14,000 miles. CRV, I'm sorry, my bad. Really good shape. So when you pick something like this up, you would only need to give it a good bath, decon it, clay, iron remover, maybe some minor bumps and scrapes already, maybe a few chips for sure. Ceramic coat it, PPF on the bumper and start to enjoy. But this is decent. Not a huge Honda fan. I have no problem driving it all day long. Interior, obviously going to be in really good shape. Ooh, I like the orange stitching for contrast. Really nice. Yes, this is really nice. Somebody's going to enjoy. This is going to go for big money, as you can see there. Only 14. Yep, hybrid. All right. Shut her down, and we got one more to look at on the way out. Last one of the day. I'm always a big fan of Lexus. Doesn't matter what model. This is a sedan. This is a, we got here, 93. All right. So it's been used hard, put away wet. Do we even, we got a key? Wow, this is old school. But the dash is in good shape. Let's see if it starts. Mileage, 139,000. That's less than I thought it would be. Starts right up. AC is on. It's cold immediately. Radio works. It's actually, let's shut this down. We don't need AC today. Off. That works. And how about the radio? How do we get that off? There we go. So, no check engine light. It does idle rough. Let's so the idling does surge as you take it in and out of gear, and it is running rough, but there is no check engine light. Could come on at any minute, but I still can't help myself but to look at these. We'll let it run a little bit, see how beat up on the corners. It does have the bronze or the gold trim package. The hood was shut on something. The hood was probably open many times on this thing. Headlights need to be restored. Wheels are really dirt. Well, PDR this is beyond PDR. I mean, some could bring that back out again, but missing a mirror. Something hammered this back here. Tree fell on it. All the corners are beat up. Well, I mean, it is still running, but let's pop the hood. So it is running a little bit better. We have a newer battery, some newer vacuum lines. A little bit noisy up here, but it's running better. I mean, guys, if you can get this for a couple $100 and you can get another 20 to 50,000 miles out of it, why not? If you need a set of wheels, just needs a little bit of work. Inspected till the end of the year, so you have a little bit of time to get some of the issues fixed. All right, guys, that will do it for me today. This is just a partial list. The rest will show up later today. I come in early so I can get some footage in peace while it's nice and quiet, and just get an idea of what some of these that have rolled in within the past week are all about, and maybe something to look forward. I'll let you know if something comes through the auction here and I pick it up. We'll take it back to the shop and get it lined up for testing of all types of detailing products inside and out. Brian from Apex Auction Recons. Catch you in the next video.